The roaring 20s are here. And what will happen to mortgage rates in 2020? What will happen with home sales in 2020? What will happen to home prices in 2020? Oh my, so many questions. Mortgage rates, home sales, home prices? This episode 88 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, will highlight what most of the trusted entities in the industry have to say as it comes to mortgage rates, home sales, and home prices.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Episode 88 is about what the experts think about 2020. Hello, my name is Kevin Martini, and I'm not just a mortgage loan officer. I am a mortgage strategist that provides the families I serve with trusted advice, custom home loan solutions, great rates with on-time real estate closings, while providing a world-class experience in mortgage management post-closing. I must be transparent. I believe that 2020 offers an incredible and unprecedented ground floor opportunity, not just for first-time home buyers, but also for someone that has outgrown their current house and needs or wants to upgrade. This opportunity is amazing for someone that wants to downsize too. Remember this nugget, downsizing does not mean downgrading. Now, that is what I think, but what do the most trusted entities think about mortgage rates? But first, who are these trusted entities I talk about? They are the National Association of Realtors, the Mortgage Bankers Association, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac. Now, before I share what they think, let us look in the rearview mirror at the past decades. In the 70s, the average mortgage interest rate was 8.86%. In the 80s, the average mortgage interest rate was double digits. It was 12.7%. In the 90s, when my wife and I purchased our first home, the average interest rate was 8.12%. Now, these are the average mortgage interest rates during the decade. It all depends on when you purchased during the decade. I share this because when my wife, Ronnie, and I purchased our first home, the rate was north of 9%. I know that sounds like a lot, and as compared to the current home loan rate environment, it is, but when we purchased that home, we felt like we were stealing from the bank. At the time of this recording, based on the data from Freddie Mac, the 30-year mortgage rate is south of 4% at 3.7%. Now, the Mortgage Bankers Association have shared that they believe by the fourth quarter of 2020, the 30-year fixed rate will be 3.7%. That is exactly where we are today. Freddie Mac and the National Association of Realtors are a little bit higher with their fourth quarter of 2020 projections. They feel the 30-year fixed interest rate will be 3.8%. Fannie Mae is a little more optimistic, projecting that the 30-year fixed mortgage rate will be 3.5% in the fourth quarter of 2020. It is my opinion that many cannot fully appreciate the home loan rate environment since mortgage rates have remained south of 5% for the last decade. The current home loan rate environment, in my opinion, screams opportunity because low mortgage rates amplify one's buying power. Now, you know what Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the National Association of Realtors think about mortgage rates? What do they think about home sales? Freddie Mac has shared that in 2020, they believe home sales will be exactly where they were in 2019. The other three folks predicted an increase in home sales in 2020. Here is a hashtag Kevin Martini Live talking point. With home loan rates at historic lows, the appetite for demand should not be a challenge in 2020. Inventory may be the real story in 2020. Let me say this another way. Now more than ever, if you are buying a home for the first or the fifth time, you need to communicate to a seller that you are not just ready and willing to buy. You need to prove to them that you're also able. The only way you can do this is by providing a pre-approval letter versus a pre-qualification letter. What is the difference? A qualification letter says that the lender thinks you can get a mortgage, where a Martini Mortgage Group, a benchmark mortgage approval letter, says you are making a same as cash offer. Now, if you were a seller with multiple offers, what would you prefer? A letter that says, I think, or one that says, I can? In the housing market, and in any market for that matter, it should always be loan first and then go find your home. Now, where are home prices headed in 2020? Fannie Mae is the most rosy of the four. They projected home values to go up by 4.1% in 2020. The Mortgage Bankers Association thinks that the values will go up by 3.1%. And the National Association of Realtors and Freddie Mac are in between that 3.1 and 4.1%. All four entities believe that home prices are headed up in 2020. But when looking at home prices, I think it is smart to look at a company called CoreLogic. CoreLogic is the leading source of real estate data in the U.S. The most recent CoreLogic Home Price Index indicated that homes appreciated in 2019 at a pace of 3.5%. Remember, this is a national forecast. Real estate is local, so in your market, it might be higher. In 2020, CoreLogic anticipates home values will still appreciate, but they will appreciate at 5.4% annually. In closing, let me share another hashtag Kevin Martini Live talking point. Mortgage rates are projected to remain under 4%. These low home loan rates will likely cause a home sale increase in 2020. This demand and potential low inventories in certain price points will cause home prices to appreciate. So let me ask you this. What are you waiting for? If you are thinking of buying a home in 2020, buying sooner than later could lead to substantial savings and give you an opportunity to potentially increase your returns on your investment sooner. Remember this. Who you get your loan from matters, and having advice and counsel from a trusted local mortgage strategist is not just nice, it's priceless. If you are buying a home in North Carolina or Virginia, I can help you, and I invite you to give me a call at 919-238-4934. My name is Kevin Martini, and I am with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage, and I am a mortgage strategist. The 20s are here, and they're going to be roaring, especially since mortgage rates are expected to remain epic, and home sales and home prices are on the rise. Thank you for tuning in to the Martini Mortgage Podcast, and thank you in advance for sharing this episode with somebody that may benefit.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.